In Japan, the Super Famicom got the Satellaview, a revolutionary product for the 1990s. The Satellaview allowed gamers to download exclusive new games via a satellite radio station. 20. Additional third-party peripherals included the Life Fitness Entertainment System, basically an exercise bike, and the TV Golf Club, the only video golf game with swing. Chapter 3. Hardware Part 1. 21. The SNES was a 16-bit console using a Ricoh 5A22 CPU clocked at 3.58 MHz. 22. The hardware supported 32,768 colors and ADP-CM stereo audio. 23. The console's AV multi-out port supported composite video, S-video, and RGB SCART. 24. The base unit used 7 hardware modes to render output to the screen, with Mode 7 famously able to translate and transform 2D imagery to simulate 3D effects. 25. There were 5 different versions of the SNES Super Famicom released: the Japanese SHVC-001, the American SNS-001, the PAL SNSP-001A, the American SNS-101, and the Japanese SHVC-101. 26. The 101 models were known as the SNES Mini or the SNES Junior in the USA and Japan respectively. 27. Unfortunately, due to the hardware redesign, the 101 models are not compatible with the Satellaview add-on and only export composite video. 28. The game cartridges used in the console were referred to as game packs in most Western regions, and cassettes in Japan and Latin America. 29. The smallest cartridge games were 2 megabits, but the cartridges were known to support up to a pretty hefty 48 megabits. 30. Cartridges would regularly contain a battery backup for game saves, extra RAM, and sometimes additional co-processors. More on that later. Chapter 4. Top-selling games. According to our best verifiable sources, in reverse order, here are the best-selling SNES games of all time. 31. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, 3.5 million units. 32. Street Fighter II Turbo, Hyper Fighting, 4.1 million units. 33. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, 4.12 million units. 34. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, 4.6 million units. 35. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, 5.2 million units. 36. Street Fighter II, The World Warrior, 6.3 million units. 37. Super Mario Kart, 8.7 million units. 38. Donkey Kong Country, 9.3 million units. 39. Super Mario All-Stars, 10.6 million units. 40. Super Mario World, 20.6 million units. Chapter 5. Impact. 41. The era that the SNES launched in would quickly see one of the most hotly contested rivalries of all time, fought between Nintendo and Sega. This era is generally known as the Console Wars. 42. Despite Sega getting a head start, having more games, and being cheaper, Nintendo somehow stormed the console market. Admittedly, both companies played every dirty trick in the book in an attempt to outdo one another. 43. Over its lifetime, the SNES Super Famicom sold 49.1 million units. 44. Just over 23 million of these were sold in the Americas, ultimately beating Sega in the North American market. 45. Japanese sales totaled 17.2 million, with the remaining 8.5 million being sold in Europe and elsewhere.